Welcome back. After 3 decades of local ownership by TV pioneers Myron Jones and John Kansas, Jet 24 enters the 21st century under direction of a new partnership group, Nexstar Broadcasting.
It would also be a decade of transition to HD, and at the same time, Erie would make international headlines with a story that captured, well, worldwide attention.
Come to when they get here at the city mission.
This week, we take you backstage at Jet 24 to meet a man who directed our news broadcast for decades.
And that's Action News, directed by Ron Noera. Our next news at 11 for Ron.
Ron Noera was part of Jet 24 from day one and for the following 39 years.
I came about a month before we signed on. The building was still not even complete. You know, we were going to be the first color station, and it was pretty exciting.
Delivering a newscast these days takes many hands in the control room, but Ron did it as a one-man operation back then. Of course, over his career, technology changed a lot.
Our news department shot film, and they'd have to go out, shoot the video, come back, and process it. And it took quite a while to process the film, so you had to make sure you got it up here in time so you could get it on the news.
Ron said goodbye to Jet in 2005, but a decade later, this is still very much home.
We were like a big family.
January 1998, changes come to Jet 24. Nexstar Broadcasting buys WJET from the man who built it, local broadcast pioneer Myron Jones. The change of ownership brings other changes. For one, a longer morning show. Good Morning Erie expands to 90 minutes. The longer edition features Sean Lafferty, who joins anchor Cindy Patton and meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
We were kind of finding our way. We really didn't know what this thing was going to be once it was all together. So it was kind of a big experiment between us and the audience to figure out what Jet in the morning would look like.
A few months later, Sean leaves the morning show to anchor Erie's first primetime newscast on Erie's Fox affiliate Fox 66. Cindy and Tom continue to co-anchor the morning show.
The relationships that we were able to build and the fun that we could have on the air, I think really meant a lot to the people who were the viewers at home watching us.
We had a great time working together.
We did. I do think that it's important to have a rapport with somebody that you work with that closely.
Sean Lafferty's career at Action News began in 1988, covering big events like Governor Tom Ridge's inauguration and the flagship Niagara Sea Trial. In 1999, Sean was promoted to the main anchor chair. He replaced Don Shriver to co-anchor the evening news with Kelly Gahn.
I felt ready for it, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. I was following up a legend, and I really did not know how the audience would take to that.
Well, the audience didn't seem to mind. While his partners on the desk may have changed through the years, Sean has anchored Jet 24's position as your news leader in northwestern Pennsylvania. He's only the third guy in 50 years to anchor the evening news on WJET TV. Here at Jet 24, there was a new reporter in 2000. Carla Molen joined the team and would eventually move to the main anchor desk. While we think the big news of her career here was marrying sports director Scott Wadiga, Carla says her fondest memory is interviewing Secretary of State Madeleine Albright and Chief of Staff Andy Card.
It was a presidential election year, and we in the newsroom always referred to election night as equating it to the Super Bowl. So everybody was really excited, and the interviews went very, very well.
The question the Wadigas get asked the most is, what was it like to work together?
We were in different departments, and we had different responsibilities, and it really wasn't that big a deal. I just always knew where he was.
I was out at games, and you were covering stories or writing stories in the newsrooms.
Scott and Carla now live in Ohio and have a 4-year-old son, but still look back on the fun times at Jet 24.
We made so many great memories there. We met there, and we got to work with Sean Lafferty and the Toms, and they're all fabulous.
We made a lot of great friends.
And the people behind the scenes are pretty fabulous, too.
September 11th, 2001, a day that changed the world forever. Nobody went untouched in one way or another by the events that unfolded that morning even those of us in the news business. I was home getting ready for work and just about ready to leave when I got a call about the first plane, and I thought, oh, I'm going to turn the TV on, see what's going on. And as soon as I saw what was happening, I thought, I got to go, and turned the radio on in the car and heard about the second plane on my way to work, and I thought, oh my, what a day this is going to be.
And of course, in the beginning, we didn't know, was this an accident or, was there terror involved?
It was obvious that it wasn't an accident after the second plane. Chaos ensued right after that. The business just stopped.
In our community and across the country, airplanes were grounded that day. Travel and security measures changed forever. And so did the way many people look at the world around us. But as America recovered from the attacks of 9/11, Jet 24 Action News has been there every step of the way. 2002 brought changes to Erie City Hall. After 12 years, a new mayor was elected to succeed Joe Sinnott. Rick Filippi became the 50th mayor of Erie.
I was proud to follow two historical figures in Erie and make my contributions as well over the next 4 years that I served.
Mayor Filippi had many accomplishments during his time in office, although he would only serve one term. A very public court case accusing him of using insider information to purchase land surrounding the proposed site for a new casino hurt his chances for re-election, even though he was acquitted of charges.
But I haven't given up hope. I think I'm still here. I'm still invested in the city. My family's here.
A bank robbery, a collar bomb, and a pizza delivery man. The top story of 2003. Jet 24 reporter Brian Sheridan was the only television reporter on the scene when the bomb exploded around the neck of pizza delivery man Brian Wells. Wells had just robbed the PNC Bank on Upper Peach Street.
The only reason we weren't live on the air, because we had been live from the scene, was because we had a technical difficulty that needed to be fixed. And thankfully, that saved us from broadcasting Brian Wells' death live on the air.
The local news media played a big role in covering the case and in assisting in the death investigation. The FBI and other authorities came to Jet 24 many times to examine video of the deadly crime. The case gained national attention and became known worldwide as the Erie Pizza Bomber case. The FBI took 7 years to investigate and prosecute. This week, we feature veteran news videographer Mike Parker. He joined Jet 24 from Allegheny College, where he was an All-American football star. Cleveland native joined the Jet 24 Action News team in the fall of 1988 following a summer internship.
It was pretty cool because I got to work with the likes of Brian Duffy and Mike Gallagher and go out and do stories with them, and actually those guys, in turn showed me the ropes.
Mike has been on the early morning shift here for years and is an integral part of the team that produces Good Morning Erie. Now approaching 3 decades in television news, Parker says he has no regrets.
Jet TV has been a special part, in my heart and everything for a very long time.
2005, the Pittsburgh Steelers win the Super Bowl. And Jet 24 was there covering every touchdown on the way to Detroit.
We spent a week there. We won an award for our coverage, and our team that was there with Kent and Craig, it was just a fantastic experience.
Jet 24 videographer Kent Herbansky covered the game from the sidelines, capturing Hines Ward's game-winning touchdown catch and celebration as the Black and Gold win their 5th Super Bowl championship.
Great team effort. We had the green light to get as much coverage as we could from there. And we delivered. We sent fresh stories back daily, and it was a lot of fun to do that.
Kent has covered 9 Super Bowls in his 28-year career here at Jet 24. He was again on the sidelines at Super Bowl 43 to capture the game-winning touchdown and the Steelers' 6th Super Bowl championship.
That shot is definitely the highlight of my career. I believe that play is ranked #1 all-time in Super Bowl history, and to be there to capture it is an experience I'll never forget.
He's also been shooting and editing our weekly Golden Apple Awards for 25 years and playing a large role in our weekly anniversary segments. 2006, attorney and former City Councilman Joe Sinnott is elected to the mayor's office after Mayor Rick Filippi fails to win a second term. Sinnott decides to leave his law practice and lead the city.
I saw that the city really needed some help, and I thought my experience would lend itself to that, and there wouldn't be a great learning curve because of that. And so I think I thought I could start the turnaround right away.
His decision to run for mayor and re-election twice was supported by city residents.
I didn't know how long it would take to get us where I thought we needed to go. And so I originally thought about one term, and then there was still a lot to do, so I did the second. And we weren't all the way there yet, so I did the third.
Over his 3 terms in office, Mayor Sinnott has improved the city's financial position and overseen improvements such as the revitalization of Perry Square and the demolition of the former GAF plant on Erie's Bayfront. And he supported Celebrate Erie and money-making events such as the Manufacturers Association's Roar on the Shore, benefiting local nonprofits.
We're rounding third and heading for home.
Don't change that channel. When we come back, we'll look back at our 50 years of JET TV history and the people who have made JET 24 what it is today.
Hi guys, I'm Dan Wells from Fox 19 here in Cincinnati, just wishing JET 24 a very, very happy anniversary. I worked at the station from 2004 through 2008 doing breaking news and daily news events in my hometown. I wish you guys all the best. Certainly JET 24 is your news leader.